So welcome to this part 2 of this live stream training. And in this other part, what we'll be covering is how to install the OBS from Chrome. Yeah, you're going to download the OBS and install it on your system. And secondly, how to install and download drivers for various interface, and also how to connect your cables to your audio interface. Also, how to download drivers for your webcams and all of that. So that's what we'll be covering here. So the first thing you want to have is internet connection. So you want to go to your Chrome and search for OBS Studio. So once you click that, it's going to take you here. So the first website is the OBS Studio. OBS Studio is a free software that can be used for streaming, and you can use it for multiple sites, but it's not advisable due to CPU usage. So in the advanced, we'll be talking about some other intermediary that you can use to stream in multiple platforms at the price. So once you get to OBS Studio website, you could actually just click on Windows. Then I'm not going to be downloading this or installing it because I've already done that. So here it's telling you thank you for downloading OBS Studio. Once it is done, you will see it on your page here. So I won't continue with this because I already downloaded it and I already have it on my system. Let me cancel this. So once you've done that, it will appear on your system as something like this, OBS Studio. So you can just click on it, follow the process, or some system you can right click and run as administrator. Then follow the process, next till you get the end. So the next part is installing your interface driver. Now for Mac users, most interface is Mac compliant, that they don't need drivers, but you might need to install one or two software probably for advanced features. But for Windows, most times you need to install drivers for it, and this will be dependent on the kind of audio interface you're actually having. So for example, for the Behringer UMC 204, to download the driver is quite easy. All you have to do is to go online and search for it. So I'll be doing that. So on your Chrome now, you can create a new tab and type the name of your interface, then driver. For example, Behringer, you could say UMC 204 driver. So when you search that, the first page will be the brand page, which is Behringer. Then you could click on it. So you could come here. You could see here you have software. So on this software, you have various drivers, UMC 2.29, 4.49, 5.5. So you will click on the one that suits your Windows. So for example, if you're using Windows 10 and 11, you just click on Windows 10 and 11 driver. So you click on it, then it's going to ask you this, then you click download. So once that has been downloaded on your system, if it's on zip format like this, you need another app. So one app I recommend having is worror. It is a free software. You could just search for it, worror. Then this is worror here. So you click on the first page and you can just click download worror. I already have it installed already, so I won't need to download that. So going back to Behringer files we downloaded, so you can just click on it. And once you click on it, it will open it on the worror or any other zipping software you have. So once you've done that, you can just click on application setup, then follow the process till the last stage. So when you get to the last stage, the driver will be installed on your system. Now, without this driver on your system will not be able to interface with the audio interface. So it's very, very crucial. Once you've installed the system, you might need to restart your system so that it can work perfectly. So you can also search for the driver. So you could see for the Behringer, this is the UMC control panel, and this is how it looks like. So while recording this video, my Focusrite was the interface connected. So it also has its own software to drive. So let us say you want to install a Focusrite driver. You can just search with the name of the interface. For example, this is Focusrite 18i20. This is second generation. So you can just search it like that on net. Then it will take you to where you can download that. Then you download it and install the driver. So not all we have control. Some might just be a driver to, just make few settings. So this is a much more comprehensive control where you can make adjustments for this sound card. So not all interface might be like this, but the most important thing is search for the driver and install it. Now, when you've installed your driver, now when you come to your speaker icon here, you will see various speaker options. So you want to make sure that this is selected for the right driver. So for example, this is the Focusrite that is connected. So this is where I'll be hearing any audio I play on my system from these two Focusrite USB. So I think that's that about that. So I believe I've explained everything about installing drivers and downloading them. So regardless of what interface you're using, you could follow the same principle. So the next thing is to show you how to connect these cables to your audio interface. That means the TRS and the SLR cable to your audio interface, and also some additional tools you might need along the way. So the first one is the TRS to your audio interface and TRS to your mixer. So this is the first way, if that's the cable you have. So let me show you that. So you can see you have your TRS cable. Your TRS cable must have tip, ring, and sleeve. That's the standard you use. Yeah, I made use of a TS cable because that was what was available at my reach at that moment. But you have to use TRS cable, or you can use the TRS to male SLR cable. Let me just play these videos so that I can explain one or two from it. So this is how your TRS cable will look like. So you plug one into input 1 and the second one into input 2, left and right. So that's very, very simple to do, I believe. But you want to make sure that the left from your mixer is what is going into input 1, and the right from your mixer stereo out is what is going into input 2. So you maintain that same pattern. So that's very, very simple. So the next one is with your SLR cable and your TRS cable. That means male SLR cable that goes into your interface and TRS cable that goes into the output of your mixer. So in this scenario, you have to pay attention to the cable, male SLR cable. You can see 3 pin. So it goes into input 1, and see the way I'm pulling it out. So you pull it out gently and follow the pattern. Then you put it inside back, and you do it for input 1 and input 2. So that's that for that particular cable. So we'll be moving to the next thing shortly, which is your USB hub that you might need. So the USB hub is also crucial. So it's going to help you connect more devices that require USB. So it's very, very crucial. So you want to go for USB 3.0, and you might need a much more sophisticated one, actually. So this is a simple USB hub, and that's how it looks like. It has 4 USB options. So one thing that is important is make sure your interface is connected directly to your system. while some other things that are not really very crucial can be connected to the USB hub depending on the quality of the USB hub. So the next part is connecting your audio interface to your system. Now, before you connect your audio interface to your system, make sure you've connected every necessary cables. So make sure you've done that before you connect it to your system. So I took out the cables here before doing this for illustration purposes. So this is the printer cable we talked about earlier. So the one end going to your interface like that, very simple. Then the other end go into your PC. So once you've connect that, you understand, immediately on your screen, you will see your interface option. If you have Behringer or other brand, you will find it here. So you want to choose it as your primary audio device. So I think that is straightforward. So the last part is the webcam, and the webcam is crucial because not everybody can afford a good camera. So you could get a good webcam where that can cover good ratios and has good quality, then connect it to your system and use it as a video source for your live stream. I will just touch that for this basic training. So in the advanced, I'll cover how to use your phone, and most importantly with a proper camera. So this is how a basic webcam looks like. So you could have a much more sophisticated webcam. So this is just how it looks like, just a camera. And for this webcam, you might need to go download the driver for it also, just like we did for the audio interface. You go to your web browser, search for the name of the webcam and the driver, so you get it and download it on your system. So it has a USB cable, yes, just like normal USB connector that you can connect to your system. Then your system can now see it as a camera, but it won't work without installing the driver. So you can just go to Chrome to get the driver. So when you connect it, it's going to on light, or depending on how yours is configured, and you're able to see it just like this on the screen. So I think that's it for this part. So in the next part, we'll be breaking down the OBS software fully, and we'll be going through various parts before probably we'll go to the streaming aspect.